All right, welcome everybody. I'm getting things fully set up for our people here. Um, this is going to be a team battle brought to you by us at Draw3 and Haven. Our player on the left is going to be from Haven. If I can disable this, so it's A tier, if I can pronounce that right. And then the person on the right is going to be from Draw3, which is going to be our boy Karner. I will be getting their decks on screen for you guys, so just so you guys know I didn't have the thing live, and I apologize for that, but we do have us on the other end here. Hopefully everything flips over for you guys. I know what our players are on today. Well, I know what at least the Draw3 players on. So how this is going to work, we are going to have 3 people from each team. Our team has more than 3 people, so we randomly selected, where Haven apparently has 3 members, being Aether, Blank, and Div. So it's going to be player 1 versus player 1, and whoever wins gets to stay. First person to knock out the other players, the other team's members, is the winner. So if Karner wins here, Karner stays and plays Blank. If A-tier wins, that means Karner leaves and Ming steps up. So we are going to have A-tier versus Karner. Our second slots for both teams is going to be Blank and Ming. And then our final slots are going to be Div and Anto, respectively, for our teams today. I'm going to go ahead and tell the players they are going to be good to go ahead and start so we can get some stuff on the way. Yep, and there we go. So it looks like our Matt, aka Karner, is going to be playing the red Garo deck for us today, where it looks like we are going to have green Kirito Asuna on A-tier side. At least that's what we can see so far coming out from him. So this should be a fun thing. We want to do this with more teams, so if you have a team and you want to kind of do like this little battle series that we're going to be doing with multiple teams and creators, just reach out to me. We'll be happy to get things going with you guys. Let me go ahead and get these cards updated for you guys. I apologize for the delay. We should have had things a little bit faster, but I was running behind schedule today. Looks like Matt is going to start out with a Taro into a Chicken. Chicken discarding a Taro. Well, Chicken being able to discard a Saitama, which is in the deck because if he mills it, it lets him draw a card. And then going into the Garo that lets him mill 2. While A-tier went and played the Kirito into the Musketeer X here. So I do know from our players on the Draw3 side, we brought 3 different IPs and 3 different colors to just bring a variety of content to you guys here today. And we're really hoping that we can show off that we are getting ready for regionals as a team and not just as individuals. Looks like we are going to have A-tier play 2 more double energy, so he is going to be set up. He's at 6 energy going into the following turns here. Let's see if Matt can keep this aggression going. Any way to join the team? So joining the Draw3 team, right now we have a lot of members. I think we're at like 9 currently, but we will have like tryouts and stuff like that. Or if you are inquiring about it, you can message me directly. We can talk about it. If you do, if this is the first of many, I'm so excited. Yes, there is definitely more. You can ask Div and stuff like that. We are planning to do more of this stuff in the future. But 100%, we are trying to do everything we can here. We do see the Boros, which is the draw 2 trash 1, which is technically a draw 3 because it does let us discard a card here. We are going to hit the Xenon here, playing another Xenon, which then allows him to do draw discard. I don't think that's, is it the color one? Yes it is. Alright. I'm a little blind right now with just the glare coming from Ader's stream, but that's understandable. if you guys can hear me all right and okay, I hope everything is fine on your guys' end. If I'm a little quiet, let me know. If I need to turn it up, if I'm a little too loud, I can turn it down for you guys. Just keep me in the loop. I'm going to try and stay talking with everything that is going on. I'm by myself commentating today only because this is very simple and fast. This is just going to be 3 rounds, just trying to see. Looks like we are going to take the AP draw here, moving the Kirito up on A tier side, and possibly the Musketeer X. We really don't need that energy, as we are already generating 4. So these will be little chips going through, and then look, there's going to put us up to 6 starting next turn. Finding all of our double energies really early is really going to help them fuel out some Kiritos and some Xenons. But the bad thing is, if we don't play more Kiritos and Xenons here, if we're able to hit a color trigger, pop one of these little bodies, and then next turn special the other one, you don't really have any raid targets left. Our hand is getting a little low here. So we really have to see what Ader has to say. He does have that Xenon that is a double energy area, putting him at 8, and if it gets to 4K or higher, we'll have impact, so it is a way that we can put a special on things and try to hit things. Looks like Matt is going to take the first hit here, hoping for a color trigger, or just something to disrupt this board, because we can double block the next 2 coming in, because we do have a 3K, so we can block the 2K and block the 500. We hit a final, sadly, but that does put us at 8 cards in trash, so we are close to getting to 10, which then would make our Garo a 45, which means our Xenon cannot snipe it. So I think Karner is in a good spot here, and we're going to have to wait and see how he goes further with this. Keep in mind, these are decks, at least on the Draw3 side, these are decks that our players are confident in and think they can do good with, and we are really trying to test what we can do with the sets we currently have as we are practicing for regionals. Our goal is to get as many tops within Draw3 as we can to show you guys that this is one of the best places to play, get training, and grow as a player. And we want the community to grow, so if you definitely have friends or you want to get that competitive side and you want to practice in a good place, this is the place to do it. This is going to let him pop a 3K here, so like I said, he is going to get run of the raid fodders, because that way now he has to raid on the Sinon if he wants it, and then we play another double energy in the back. So we are at 7 energy starting next turn. Every body here will get through besides one of the 15s, because that Kirito is a 2K. So we should be chipping in 3 damage here, or 2, unless he wants to block with the Musketeer X. He's just explaining probably how the Garo works, just saying, hey, we have 5 in trash. Swing a 3K. Takes again, no trigger. Swing, block, the body stays. This is the turn I think Ader is really going to pop off here. He does have 8 energy, so we can go Xenon raid and then a Kirito raid. Kind of force like a block here because it's going to be double damage. But I think at the point that Karner is at right now, he can take a double damage and not really be concerned about it. He has a lot of life, and double damage would put him at that threshold of 10. Yes, it would also make him discard a card if he targets it with a special, but at this point, Karner just wants to get his trash to 15 so that the Garos are really impactful and really scary. And if we lose bodies here, that's just going to be more numbers towards our trash. So we're back to 8 energy again. We're going to either see a Kirito or Xenon here. Oh, we might see both. Here's an AP extender coming out from Ader. There's the Kirito. He's at 8, so he can play it. And then into a Hekate. So yes, this will be a 55 snipe and a 5k impact one. And then if the Xenon does swing first and win a battle, it will give the Kirito damage too, because that character did win a battle here. So he will swing. He gets to draw a card. He deals the damage because he does have impact. He's just asking which one he would like him to hit before he looks at it. He said the middle. Looks like it is an active trigger, so we will be able to block the Kirito here, because this is not the raid Xenon that could buff this Kirito into a 6k. If it was, this Kirito still would have been able to swing through, because that Garo is only a 3k, plus 3 would be 6. So sadly, just an unfortunate event. But that's UA. You pick the life, and the life chooses if it wants to be against you or with you there. Now, like we said here, if we have a way to kill the Kirito here. It would also make us discard event, which then would put us at 12, which means we only need 3 more cards for Garo to be live. Where we only really need 6 energy because we can tap the Taro. It replaces itself for one of those 6-cost Garos in our trash. We can still show a 45 of impact here if we need to, which kind of sucks though because the Kirito is a 5k, so we really need to remove this Kirito. But if we push up 1 body here, we're still bleeding 2 damage through, so then when we do have a 6-cost Garo, it kind of eats this board alive. But Karner is at 4 life, so it is a back and forth. You hit the life, sometimes life hits you back 100%. There is a 6-cost Garo coming down. Remember, like I said right now, this is just a 45 with impact. It does draw you a card too, but, oh, here is the special. If he does target the Kirito, he is going to have to discard another card here. He does discard a Boros. Like we said, this Kirito is really the thing we need to get rid of because that is the thing that is in our way. We're going to tap the Taro here, add the other raid to our hand so we have it for next turn. Put the Taro in the place so we don't lose any of the trash that we've built up here, keeping us at 12, and we will raid a second one. So we're going to, hey, we have double impact here, plus our 15s. So the real thing here is you save one of the Garo, like you swing the Garos last, because if he kills a Garo, that puts 2 cards in trash, and then if we somehow kill another body, then that gives us 3 cards in trash. So we could get there theoretically here if a special does hit another Garo, but we are going to just swing, get our card draw so we can kind of build things up. It is a Xenon raid. You really don't want to raid it this turn because then you'll lose the snipe. So it really depends, but it is another 4k body, so you could stem off the Phoenix Man and the Boros this turn. It looks like that is what he is going to do. We're going to stem off an extra damage that would go through here. So he's going to swing the 15, swing the 15. So that way this Garo still gets to draw a card, because if he swings the Garo, takes it, and something else happens, it just doesn't feel good. There's the special, like I said. So now a Garo dies here, putting him up to 14 cards in trash. Next turn he can block with one of these, putting him at 15. So this Garo on the board will be scary. It will be a 5k that if they don't block will untap. So he does need to answer this Garo here. I think popping the Taro was a little early, especially since like we had a setup turn here and we weren't guaranteed to kill our opponents. But Karner probably has more cards in hand that we don't have the information about at this time. We really have to see our options here. Another Hecate on the Xenon would then make it able to kill the Garo, killing it, impacting 1, putting him down to 3 life. So it's really, we really have to see what we're going to do here, because the Xenon doesn't have snipe, so it's just a 4k, so he needs to get rid of the Garo, or the Garo just blocks the big Xenon for free. Looks like we're going through a lot of decisions here. Oh, looks like we are going to play the Yuki with impact negates. And then we're going to play another Xenon as a vanilla body. It looks like we're going to swing 4k. He can literally just block with the Garo here. And then, honestly, we let one of the little guys die here because that does put us at 15. I hope Karner does realize that. Oh, or you can take the life. Life also puts him at 15, but if it's a get trigger, you can choose not to take it. He is going to take it. It is a special, so I would kill the impact negator here. Kill the impact negate. Come on, Karner. The impact negate. Yeah, there we go. And now our Garo is live. This is a 5k impact 1 if he doesn't block it untapped. So all we need to do is push another body up. We swing. He has to block, take 1. That'll leave him 2 bodies, so our 3 bodies left. It is our line to win here. Or if we have more cards in hand, it could be another line that Karner has. But right now, I think that is a wonderful line that we also do have. Looks like we have a Boros, draw, discard. Looks like we're going to have another special, killing one of the bodies. And then protecting the Garo. So this Garo will be getting through here. Yeah, you just want to kill the smaller one because he's going to have to block with the bigger one here. You don't want to let him just have the little guy as an out. Pro DM Joey, thank you for the follow, by the way. If anybody's followed the last Toad, You guys are amazing. I know I don't have the alerts live right now. I have to work on that. That's on me. I apologize, guys. Looks like we're just going to play a Gar here. We're going to swing that 5k impact he has to block. But like I said, this still sets us up. You're going to have one body left. We have 2 additional swings after this. So unless this trigger is a color trigger, a active, something that, well, the active doesn't matter because we didn't block. So yeah, then we just swing 15. He blocks. We swing 15. Hope it's not a final. It's not a final. Kumamojo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And that is going to be 1-0 for our boy Karner. So it is going to be D3 is up 1 game to Haven's 0. So that means Ader will be going down. And their next player up is going to be Blanc. So we're going to have to see what he brings today. Keep in mind, the only players' decks I do know are going to be my teams, the Draw3 teams. The Haven team, I have no idea what they're bringing to the table today. So this is going to be very interesting to see what each player brings. We'll let the players set up and get the next one started. All these this will be live on YouTube as a VOD, as long as Twitch will let it be up for about 7 days. I know Haven will be recording this and putting a voiceover and doing stuff like that as well. So you guys will be able to watch these games back. And then, like I said before, if you're a team and you want to do one of these with us, just reach out to me. We will get something planned. I don't mind. It's content for both teams and lets us get out there. And it's good practice for regionals to have players that have like mindsets that want to grind better games. Karner stacking, bro. Hey, sometimes life hits you like that. Looks like we do have Blanc up and ready. I'm curious to see what he brought today. Like I said, so if Blanc wins this one, it will knock Matt down to Ming. And then it'll be Ming versus Blanc, which would be game 3. So we could have 4 game... No, we could have 5, technically. Because then Blanc could be Ming, and then it goes to Anto, and then Anto could be Blanc. We could have a lot of games here if we go back and forth. But Karner's starting us off really strong in the Draw 3 seat, which I'm proud of him. This is a deck that he kind of got peer pressured by another team member to play today. He wasn't going to play Garu, but it is a deck that I think Karner is very well familiar with and is a good pilot for. Definitely one of his better decks in my opinion. And it does have a lot of pressure that some players just, if they don't see the right cards, they can't deal with the Garo, and then the Garo kind of carries you through it. Looks like we're having some fuzzy connections things. I hope it still looks clear on your guys' end, but it is a little fuzzy on my end. So we're gonna have to wait and see what Blanc is playing. Karner does have that bottle of water. If you guys do have a bottle of water near you, make sure you are staying hydrated. Looks like a 9 roll to a 7 roll. Looks like Karner will be able to decide who gets to go first in this game. Cold Flame, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Sorry I missed your notification. This weekend is the release events for a Black Clover and Bleach Volume 2. I hope you guys are very excited for it. I think starting next month, we will be releasing like the Draw 3 version of our tier list updated. The last time it was me, Anto, and T-Mac that did it. We're probably going to have more of our members on talking about the decks that they are playing and where we think it's going to sit as a whole. Stay tuned to that. Remember, this Saturday, we don't really have anything crazy going on, but next Saturday, we do have the Draw 3 case event, progressive case event. If we get up to 64 players, we will be giving a case away. It looks like it is going to be Green Lancelot on the side of Blanc, which is going to be interesting to see how it keeps up. They are both 5k bodies, but Lancelot is going to be able to just remove the Garo easily. So it is going to be interesting to see how this holds up here. Looks like we are going to try and get this early damage in with this Taro, because we probably have either a lot of low end or we just want to beat up on Lancelot as much as we can before he can put the pressure back on us. he hits the active trigger Suzaku. I'm pretty sure it doesn't look like the color one. Both those Suzakus do look similar. I think that's the one where if Euphemia dies, it can be pushed to the front. Looks like we're going to play a 2 energy thing into a Jeremiah. This is a card right here where if Karner can remove it, this will really hurt their energy. This is one of their double energy generators that is also a step card. It is a 3k. We don't have enough cards in trash for the pop Garo to hit it. But honestly, if I can go play an energy here, play a 2 energy, special this denies my opponent 2 energy and denies him blocking this Taro, who can get in for another damage, putting our opponent down to 5. Every damage we get through is going to be crucial on Karner's side of this board here. He's probably really thinking out what he wants to do here. It looks like we are going to play Phoenix Man, aka the chicken is what we like to call it, because I don't know what Phoenix ever looks like that, but that definitely looks like a chicken if you ask me. Looking like we're adding nothing to hand, sadly. Tap 1, we are going to play a double energy Garo, but he can't activate the pop. But if we do have the special here, I'm really all for it. I'm for removing this. Looks like we have monster cells. We're going to untap 2. I'm really curious to see what our line is here. We're going to play the big Garo, and yes, we are going to special it. This is going to take the 2 energy off and protect our Garo, so we do keep it here. So even if we hit something here, it doesn't get rid of our Garo, it gets rid of the little body. And it is a raid Lancelot, but we're only at 4 energy. And thankfully, this Jeremiah is not up, so he's going to have to play another double energy in the back if he's going to want to play this Lancelot here, because he does need 6 for this Lancelot. So that play from Karner, I am actually very happy with. That allows him to clear a body and a double energy generator off the Lancelot side of the board. Karner playing very well today. Remember, this Garo couldn't be targeted by special. Well, it could be targeted by special triggers, but if it was a special there instead of the 6-cost Lancelot, if you would have targeted the Garo, the special would have went to hand instead, which is kind of good because then you can just special it on the next turn, but you have to waste an AP to do that. So if you don't have an extender, you really just lose the AP here. For all our Garo fans out there, I hope this is a good display for you, showing that this deck is still good. Karner is kind of seeing it all, which is very good, but that's UA. Sometimes you're just always going to see it. We are going to play the Suzaku that lets him draw a card. That is a double energy, so that puts us at 5 energy here. We are going to play Cecile. That puts us at 6. Next turn we will be at 7. And then for 1, we will make that Lancelot a 5k with double damage, that if we kill, it will give him back the draw Suzaku. He's just explaining that it is a double energy to Karner, because Karner's like, how did we have 6? And then he's just going 2, 4, 5, 6. He goes double energy. Karner's going to take it here. He's just like, hey, which 2 would you like? He's like, these 2? Just not the top one? All right. Looks like it's going to be the top 2. After, we are going to hit the Garo Raid and the Taro. This Lancelot is going to be a 5k, but the other body is just a 15, so literally the Lancelot's going to be able to block 1 swing here, and then the other one, either he's going to have to get the Cornelia up or go down to 4 life. Keep in mind here, both these decks really just whittle away at each other's life until they have big swings. Lancelot, if he has an 8-cost Lancelot, is like the perfect answer for a Garo here, so I think Karner needs to wait for the perfect chance to play Garo, because if he's not getting value out of it, it's really not doing much. The Mill 2 Garo coming out, milling a Garo Raid and a Boros Raid, sadly. And then we are going to play that 4-drop Garo again. We are going to swing 4k. We are going to trash the top card to help build. Well, we might not. We're looking at it. Maybe it's a card we need. Nope, we are going to trash the 0-drop Garo. This is just a 4k. He is going to take. It is a active trigger, so he's going to buff it up. So we still will chip in 1 more damage here, which does put our opponent down to 3. Sadly, Blanc is in a crazy situation here. He's going to take it early, get a draw trigger here, and then there's just no point in swinging. The Lancelot is going to go back down to being a 4k. This is like the new school versus old school decks. Like, back then, when Lancelot was first out, like, it seemed fast if you got multiple double energies, but the game was moving a little bit slower. Now, most of the North American format, we are pushing up a little 0s and 1s, getting chips in, and then we use our raids and stuff as like finishers and close out games. So the fact that we've been able to chip in 4 damage here already Just kind of puts Blanc in like a crazy spot. Unit maintenance here, top 5, hoping for a Lancelot. Probably the 8 cost, because if he has another double energy here, he gets to play it. Get rid of the impact negator, and then also swing impact 1, damage 2. Looks like it is not. Looks like he's just going to add another double energy here. He will not untap that AP, so he only has 1 AP left, putting him on 6 energy. But he'll probably just play it, draw a card. Hopefully he survives his next turn and sees what he can make out of this next turn. Looks like we are going to Varus the Garu instead, so that way we can chip in as much as we can here, because having 2 15k bodies on top of this damage 2, I think here we block the damage 2 and just take the 2 anyways, go down to 3. But on the hindsight, Karner may have some other ideas here, because, oh no, we are blocking the damage 2. Here comes a 15. I think we take this, because if we hit a color trigger, we get to kill the other body, which then really lets us apply the pressure if we have a removal. It is a draw trigger. It is the 3k that, it's the 2500 body, the 3 drop that can pop a body equal to the amount of cards and tries to be taps an extra AP. Really thinking here, if he wants to take this other 15, he's at 4 life. This would put us down to 3, which would be a dangerous thought. Would mean Blanc tied up this game very quickly. Blanc having white sleeves in that desk kind of makes it blend in here. Looks like we are going to take it. Karner's like, which one do you want? He goes the bottom one again. It is going to be an active trigger, which really doesn't matter here. I think that's not true. It might not be a trigger at all. I don't think it's a trigger at all. I think I'm just blind. All right, let's see what Karner has cooked up here. It looks like we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy here, so we don't really have enough for a Garu raid. We are at 11 in trash, so if we can get 4 more in trash, our Garu is live. That will force a block out here. Take a body off the board. If we have a special, we kill the Lancelot, takes another body off the board. We can really put the pressure back on here. We might be able to close out the game if we have the right combination of cards. It's time to see what Karner has cooked up for us. He is in a strong position. Keep in mind, even if Karner loses, then we draw 3. We go down to our second member, being Ming, is the first team to run out of their members. So if Blanc loses, it'll be all up to Div to bring it back. He would have to beat Karner, beat Ming, and then beat Anto at the end. Looks like we will play the Boros to draw discard. We will tap 1. We will play the Garu that mills 2. Now keep in mind, we're at 14 here. AP extender or special? Nope, it's going to be the raid, which if we raid here, oh, did I freeze? What is going on? Hello? No. Did Matt freeze? Oh, Matt froze. Technical difficulties, everybody. Let's hope he comes back. No. Hopefully he's back. He's back. Come on, camera, work. There we go. All right. Little blurry. We're getting there. Oh no, Karner game lost. Wait, players have integrity here. Like, I don't think Karner did that on purpose. It's just happening. He's actually, so he didn't want to play it. He's gonna go Taro, just kill itself to get a card back. He wants to get the double energy Garu back. If I'm him, I think if we have the Garu that mills 2, I'm gonna get the Garu that mills 2 back. I'm pretty sure the Taro goes to trash. The Taro goes to trash. Yeah, Taro goes to trash. Alright, we're at 5. Yeah, because we only needed 1 more, but I guess we didn't have an AP extender, so we're going to lose a body on the swing here. Plus we have this mill here, so that's probably why he was really thinking about playing the raid, because he could have the 15 effect here. But I think he probably might have multiple raids, so he wants to combo extend next turn. And then here, you're either taking 1 or you're giving us another body. Or he does... Oh, no, wait. I think the Taro is only 1,000, so you can still block the Cornelia. Sad. All right, this is where Blanc can really swing the game back in his favor here. If he does have like an 8 cost Lancelot, this could be devastating. But we do have the impact negate, so if he doesn't have the 8 cost Lancelot, like we're not really worried about any impactors. We have a 3k, a 4k, and 2 15s. So he swings the damage 2, we block with one of the little guys. There is the 2 energy, Suzaku color trigger to draw a card. We're at 8. I think we do have the 8 cost coming down here. Oh, we're going to play the protection, but remember, this only protects from event cards. So, if we do see the asking which one he wants to pop, he is going to pop the impact negate here. And then he will swing the impact 1, damage 2, which means we're probably going to block with both of our little guys here. On this one, taking 1, hopefully it's a special or maybe something to kill the big guy. Because the Garo can block the Cornelia, so we just lose both little guys here. Really debating, because he might want to take the 2 here. Hope it's 2 triggers that help him out so he can keep his board. Because I think that's what Carter's trying to really think about here. He's thinking, if I take the double damage here, the other double damage really doesn't matter because I can just block it with 1 body. I get to keep another body on board. But he is going to block it. He is going to take 1 here. Is going to be no trigger, I'm pretty sure. We're going to block here. And then he can block the last one. Alright. Remember, this Euphemia only protects from events. So if you had the Garo that costs an extra AP to blow up a thing. But if we have double 6-drop here, plus swing, kill, he has to have another 8 costs, but then we just kind of live, because we go play a Garo, play another Garo, we'd have 3 bodies, he eats some. I don't know, this is a really close position here, a really interesting situation. Blanc was able to crawl back. Like I said, 8 cost Lancelot is still a very powerful card. Being a 5k impact 1 damage 2 that gets to blow up a body is just very strong. Looks like we are going to take the AP draw here. This is a little scary in my opinion. We're pushing up the double energy one. We are going to Monster Cells get this back. So maybe we have another double energy. We do. Then we're going to tap 1, probably get rid of the Euphemia here. Oh no, yeah, because he can kill the Lancelot. So yeah. Do this, get this back. And then we raid this one. We are fully live here, so we will have to block with one of the other bodies here. Then we have a 4k and a 3k. Yeah, so he's a 5k impact 1 if he doesn't block it untaps. So really, like, I'm swinging the other bodies first if I'm him. Yeah, because you got to push the Suzaku up. It is a color trigger. Does he have a body? Man, Blanc really seeing it here. His life is kind of really helping him out here and bailing him on stuff that he may need. Playing another Suzaku, so I think we're going to have another Lancelot next turn. And then the 4 gets blocked by the 5, and then the 3 gets blocked by the 4 cost Suzaku. So it looks like he did stop Karner's aggression here. It looks like Karner did run out a little steam, but it looks like Blanc is just still keeping it going. Like I said, this is going to be very interesting to see how many games we truly get out of this. He does have steps, so he is going to move that double energy back. It looks like he might have another 8 cost, and he wants that double energy, because he did add the 1 back from the thing. Draw a card. And then if we see another 8 cost Lancelot here, it's probably Varys killing the Garo. We're moving it off the board here. And then 8 cost Lancelot, I'm guessing. Yes, 8 cost Lancelot. Blanc seeing both 8 cost Lancelots very strong allows him to keep control of this game. He's just going to take it, hope it's a special or something like that. It is not. Looks like it is going to be 1-1. No draw 3 sweep coming out. Looks like Blanc is going to take it. Alright, so next up on the draw 3 side of things is going to be Ming. Ming will be representing us, and Ming did bring Green Kurapika today, unless he changed his mind. From what I understand, we are playing his wacky build, which, no offense, I think it's a little funny, but I trust Ming and I trust his decisions. If that's what he wanted to bring today, that is what he is bringing. Sadly, Connor wasn't able to 3-0 sweep, but he did put up a good fight. His game one, I was really proud of his game one. Game two, I don't think there's really any decisions I saw him do differently that I think. The only thing I think is like maybe we do that Garo there. Don't pop the Taro because we're gonna mill. We'll have it live. Eat his bodies early, but it could have gone either way. Players just shuffling, setting up because after that game, they want to make sure everything is good to go. At this time while players are setting up, I do want to shout out Haven is going to have like a summer showdown happening on June 7th. It will be Black Clover and Bleach Volume 2 will be legal. It is going to be a box tournament. I think it's a double box tournament is what they bumped it up to. So definitely if you aren't a part of the Haven Discord, go tune in, go join their events. It's really great. And then like the weekend before that, like I said, the 31st is going to be our case event. So if you have time, it is $15 to enter, plus tax or whatever BCP charges you. Come join us. It is a progressive tournament. Once we hit 64 players, it will be a full case. If we hit 110, we're going to add another 8 boxes on top. We're just going to keep adding boxes as we get more people. And then we hope for a very big event. It will be SAO format again because we want to still promote to these new decks because it is a small meta window. Next month we will be showing off more of the Bleach 2 and Black Clover. Yeah, good games, Connor. Like I said, there's nothing I was really saw that like I think I would have done differently. The only thing I think is like that one Taro play. Like I definitely see like your line there to play the raid, just get the impact in there, force a body to block. But definitely played well. Now we get to see if Ming carries us forward, or if Blanc and this Green Lancelot get to keep and push us to our third man, and then see if Anto can bring it to the Anchor versus the Anchor game. If Ming loses this one, if Ming wins this one, it will be all on Div to play against Ming, and then Div needs to beat Ming to pull it to the final game. This is great content for both sides of things because it wasn't just 3 games. It looks this will be our 3rd game, and if this one ends, then we'll be on our 4th game, and then if Anto wins, we will go to game 5. Looks like we were resolving mulligans. Looks like Ming snap kept. He said, my hand is great. Looks like he's possibly going second because he does have the 2 dice up, and it looks like Blanc does have a 1 AP up. Looks like we are playing the Suzaku. Passing over to Ming and seeing what Ming gets us started off with today. Ming is playing that Green Hunter like we said. He's going to be playing Zephyr, draw discard. discarding the 2-drop Kurapika that if it has 5k or more power, it does gain that impact. And then he is going to play, it looks like a Melody. It is a Melody, so he will be able to generate that extra energy. It's going to be very interesting to see like when the snipes come down, when the early aggression comes. Looks like we are going to go the Britannia Soldiers into a Cornelia. So we are at 3 energy. It looks like no double energies out the gate this time from Blanc. Last time Blanc did have a lot of those double energies, which allowed him to have that really aggressive start on just like, hey, I really don't need these little bodies. I can chump with them. We'll see what Ming does here, because Ming can push the Melody up. Hey, it still generates energy. And he's pushing the Zephyr up. He says, I'm getting all my damage in that I can, because your late game might be a little bit better than mine. Looks like we are going to then play 2 in the back to replace it. We are going to just swing top down. As a Suzaku add to hand. And then a color trigger, so he's probably just going to play that Suzaku out. Unless he has a 2-drop. If he has a 2-drop, that's when it's active. Nope, just Suzaku. So we're at 4 energy. Sadly, no double energy generators, because if we had the Cecile that we could have just played, she'd be active right now. We'd be at 5 energy. Looks like we might have the Cornelia right here, so we can try and cheat something into play. Hopefully it will be a double energy. Yep, there's the Cornelia right here. Look at the top. This will be so good when Volume 2 gets here, because you could play the Nunnally that would generate extra energy. But there is the Cecile. So now we are starting to find our double energy generators, which is what we were looking for. It does allow this deck to be a little more aggressive. We are going to play it in the back, though, because we don't want to play another card up front. We're still only at 4 energy. So we'll play the Jeremiah for step and a Suzaku for step as well. So we have 2 double energies with step. If I am Ming here, I am taking it, hoping it is a special to kill one of these steppers with double energy. Because remember, energy, that is a snipe Kurapika. We are generating 4 energy right now. We need to generate 3 more energy. So if we go a double energy into a Kurapika into raid, we can take the... Honestly, the Jeremiah out, because it's a double blocker, it blocks both these little guys. Even though the other 2 bodies get to block the little guys. So, actually, it doesn't really matter what we do. We need to take care of these double energy cards here. Because it looks like Blanc was hurting for double energy. And he had to find the Cecile, which now he has. And then he has 2 steppers now that can be double energies. But if we take them out, he could be just stuck at 5 energy, which means he can't play a 6-cost Lancelot. It means he can't progress towards that 8-cost, which could answer our 5-cost Kurapika here. Remember, Ming could also just push up this Melody as well, because it still generates on the front line. Refill his energy up. That's 3 swings. Well, you have to get rid of the Jeremiah here. So like I said, maybe we snipe the Jeremiah, because then we still get 1. We get 2 through. 1 for impact, 1 for the Jeremiah. Play 1. Play 2. It's the 5-cost Kurapika. Look, he's going to bottom that card. Doesn't want it. So Basho plus, that's 4, 5, 6. We're at 6 energy here. We can't play the Kurapika raid. Little spoiler for you guys, but Ming does not play finals in this build, so he is just going to go, hey, you can block everything. I have all my energy set up. I have 6 energy in the back, plus this one, 7. So you're not really going to see any crazy combo turns. Ming wants every card he draws off the top to just be straight and gas for him. So we know we're at 7, so no matter what Blanc does here, we do have a 7-cost Kurapika. Yep, it is going to be the swap with the 2 steppers here. So like we said, it would have been nice to kill one of these steppers so we could have hurt the energy, but now we are at 6 energy, so we can see 6-cost Lancelots. We can see a 7-cost come down. Unit maintenance, so we're going to be looking for one of those Lancelots here, so we can try and put the pressure on Ming here. And correction, we are generating 9 energy. I forget the melodies also generate energy. So it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So we are fine on the energy side of things. So we can block with one of these melodies. We really don't care if he plays it, because they are smaller than the Zephyl, they being a 1k, while Zephyl is a 15. This Euphemia coming down. There is the 6 cost Lancelot, like I said, that we just saw off the unit maintenance. He's going to swing that damage too. We're going to block with a Zephyr. We're going to choose to keep the energy. Here's a Zephyr draw a card. Looks like we gave up a lot of our board there. So it looks like Blanc does have not that many cards in it. It looks like 1, maybe 2. So if we have like Emperor's Time on this Kurapika, plus the 7-drop Kurapika, like that's all 3 cards because we can play another Kurapika. Like, that allows us to keep our energy, remove the 2 big bodies, and then force him to have an 8 cost. Because if he doesn't have an 8 cost, he doesn't really get to answer our Kurapika unless he has a Varus in hand. So, really interesting to see what Ming will do here. Looks like we're going to play another Kurapika. Look at the top. Put it to the bottom. Tap 1, because we're still generating 7 because we have that melody on the front line. Play a baby Kurapika, raid big Kurapika. Baby Kurapika. Now show me the big one. And there's the big one. Alright. Probably going to give a snipe here. We're going to take care of this Lancelot. Give him back the baby. We don't really mind about that. Takes the damage 2 off the board. Does have the impact, so we are going to put him down to 3 life. And then we do have a 4k impact. 1,000. Yep. Because this takes one of the baby chump blockers out, so you either give us, now you have to give us a 2k or you have to give us a 4k. If you want to block, but you're not going to because it has impact. We're going to leave this card on top. So that's not good, usually for the Blanc side of things, because if this top card is really good, it lets us swing the game back in. That's why you usually want to keep cards on top when we see a special 7 cost, something like that. As long as you have 6 or more energy, it does have impact. We're currently generating 7, so it does have impact. This would put Blanc down to 3 life, which would then make him in a tight spot, because if he doesn't get rid of these Kurapikas, that is 3 impact next turn. The 2 4 costs on board plus the 2 5 costs plus the 7 costs is a get. We did get a healthy hand there. We are back up to like 4 cards, drawing, going to 5. It looks like. So Blanc could have answers here now. We know 1 is a Cornelia, 1 is a Suzaku. So we know 2 of 6 cards here. There's a Jeremiah, so that's still, we know 2 of 5. There's a Varus, so he's going to take the 7 cost out. Oh, he probably has the 8 cost as well. Yep, and the 8 cost as well, killing the Kurapika. So yeah, so we know Varus, 8 costs, the 2 zeros, and Jeremiah. There's only 1 card in Blanc's hand now, if we're thinking about this, that we don't know. We know he still has 2 zeros in hand, so literally, if you're on Ming's side of things, you're like, alright, I know my opponent just wasted removal. There's only 1 unknown card. Next turn, he's going to draw another unknown card, so 2 unknown cards. So there's nothing really to be afraid of here as long as we have the crackback. Remember, we did leave a card on top. So any good life here, we are taking 2 here. It is a Gone Raid and the Zephyr. Spicy little tech there to buff the board, so we could have blocked out if we had a Gone on the board, but sadly we do not. Here's a 4K coming in. Ming is just risking it. Active, and we will block the last 2 out. Block. And block. Alright, so we know we have 1 impact here. If Ming has... I don't know really what we're looking for here. It'd have to be like... I don't know. I don't think we have an out here, sadly. Being at 1 life, because we did take the double damage from the Lancelot. I know we don't want to block the Melody because that would make us be at 6 energy, and kind of 7 is where we need to be. It might have been a 7 cost that we left on top with me. We might be going... As D3, our backs may be against the wall here. I'm looking into playing a new deck. What deck is a solid competitor outside of blue JJK and purple Kokias? So, Jess, that's really like, it depends on what type of deck you like to play. Honestly, we think, like, do you want like future sets included, or you just want stuff that is out right now? It's really, really like broad. Depends like what you want to play and like what, do you want all the way up to like Gen Con release, or like what is stuff that like you could play right now? Being really in the think tank here, trying to figure out how does he get out of the situation here. Play a 5k vanilla, raid a 5k, and play another little chump blocker. We will snipe into the 8 cost, remove this from the board, deal 1. It is draw a card. So now we know there's going to be 3 unknown cards in Blank's hand. So either he needs to have it. Any decks that is playable after Bleach Volume 2. Alright, so Bleach Volume 2, you're going to have, if you like a combo / aggressive deck, Yellow Bambia Squad is very solid. You have Purple Bleach is always going to be very good. They get more support. They get better options now. You can play Squad 0 package. You can play Blue Bleach. I prefer the 2 AP costs with like the Rukia Arresting because it's just a lot of value you can get in that deck. These are all decks that I think we'll see at Gen Con. If you like Black Clover, Red Asta is a very strong deck. Think Purple Kogias, but in red. Gets to be aggressive. Yes, we lost the Asta, but we have another double energy we can put in as well. I think green Asta Uno may see some action over here because it is a deck that cheats a lot of bodies into play and lets it go a little bit aggressive. And also you get to deny your opponent draw triggers. And then... yeah, definitely a lot of stuff that is playable and is big contenders, especially since this weekend being release event and next week being the full release of Bleach Volume 2 and Black Clover. There's just decks that are going to be good. And then there's decks where, like, if you're good pilots, like, people are still going to make sure those decks shine and those decks pop off. Remember, we know 2 cards in Blanc's hand. We had 1 unknown card going into this, and now, because the draw trigger was 2 unknowns, the draw for turn was 3 unknowns, and then the AP draw being 4 unknowns. I'm thinking he really doesn't have any more raids. That's why we're in the situation we're in. Or we might have them. But having 2 5Ks that are just like, hey, you can't deal with these. There we go, draw a card. Now that's 5 unknown. Did we hit a Lancelot? We did hit a 6 cost Lancelot, so we are going to threaten damage 2 here, which we probably just block with the Melody. And then we 5k block a 4k, 5k block the 3k, 4k block the little one. So we get to block out here. Swing 4, block 5, swing 3, block 5, swing this one, block 4. Yep, we get to block out here, which is very nice, very good. Alright, well Ming's thinking here, because we do have, oh, there's a Gone, so we can play the buff Gone, and we can go, hey, you're not going to block anything, because we're going to give 1,000 to the board. So that is a 5k Gone, a 5k Hisoka, 6ks on the big end. We're going to look, we're going to bottom deck this, so you are going to be taking 1 impact regardless, because you do not have an impact negate, but you can block with this Euphemia, which would bring up the Suzaku, but that's really just, you're just sacrificing more bodies, lambs to the slaughter here. You are going to have to deal with 2 5Ks. If I am Ming here, I am swinging the 5K Hisoka verse because he doesn't block it, lets us draw. But he wants to swing the 6K with the vanilla here because if he takes any point of damage here, this impact on the actually active Kurapika that is rated will be lethal probably. So it is all time to see how this plays out. He's going to block with the Jeremiah here. We're going to swing the 5K Hisoka because of the buff and go, hey, if you don't block this, I draw a card. No, if you block it, I draw a card. My bad. That's a Leorio I'm mixing the effects of right now. So block really thinking what his next turn is going to look like. Remember, we still know he has the 2 0 drops in hand. So 2 of these 5 cards in his hand are just 0 drops, so we're not really worried about it. Just information to think about. Yep, this will die. Allow the Suzaku to come up. He gets to draw a card because he did win a battle here. Then we're going to swing the big boy impact. I don't think this Gone has impact, this one that's rated, but I could be wrong. It is an active trigger, so he is going to be able to save another body, even though this is a 6k, because that is a very, very big Lancelot. That is a 9k Lancelot there. Now we untap. Remember, we are going to need to see a Varus plus an 8 cost to clear both of the 5Ks. Or like right now, if we just have like double Varus, we just go cool, kill both. You only have 2 blockers to 3 swings. Which, like I told you guys before, sadly, Ming does not have finals. So if he does end up in a situation where he has 3 bodies to 4 swings, he will lose this round. Very deep in the think tank here. Remember, 2 cards in Blanc's hands are just 0 drops. So it's 4 unknown cards going into this. If he AP draws 5 unknown cards going into this turn. Yep, 5 unknown cards here with 2 AP left. So there's really, unless we have extenders, not much we can do here. Blanc really thinking here. Suzaku to draw. Hope for an AP extender probably. AP extender. Yes, sir. Look, the card he drew was an AP extender. That's very nice, and thankfully probably helps him out here because he probably goes 8 cost plus Varus, which allows him to get through. Actually, you just need the 8 cost because then you just have impact and you just swing, and the 5 cost doesn't save him. But we need an 8 cost right here. Or like I said, at least 1 Varus. Yep, there's a Varus. Kill a 5 cost. And then last one, play Jeremiah. No! Blanc hoping to live. But remember, we have that Kurapika in the back that does have... Why didn't we not just block with the... Oh, because this one has the... It doesn't matter. You have to block one. Boom. We block. Remember, we have this Kurapika where if we're generating 6 or more energy, we'll have impact. And it is in the back line, so it was protected this round. So, Ming probably has it here as long as he doesn't mistake. Oh, AP draw. Push the Kurapika up. Yep, here we go. Are we going to put Haven down to their last member here? Play another Hisoka in the back and play another Hisoka in the front. And then we're just going to swing... We'll swing a 5k. Give me a body. Because we still have the impact, so he has to... So, even if it's a final, this is a bad... Nope, it is all hell Britannia soldiers. So, that will be D3 up 1 game over Haven. So, it's 2-1. Div will now need to hold off the D3 gamers if he wants his team to at least go to 2 more games. We have 1 more game here, being at least 1 more game here, being Ming versus Div. So we have to really see how this goes here. I think Div is on that blue JJK, so we'll have to see what he is cooking here. He could be on something else, but who knows? Blank versus Ming is like Tyson versus Ollie. Insane. Let's go, my boy. Ming, yeah, that was a back and forth game. It was like, I got you, you got me. It's like, who was going to run out of stuff first? I'm going to put it up that I think Div is on Sukuna Nanami. So we're gonna put the Sukuna image up. If he changed decks and surprises me here, I'm all for it. If Div wins this one, we will go to the final one. Remember, D3, we only put 3 members up because Haven has 3 members. So if you do have a team that has 5 or more members, hit us up. We will play a bigger gauntlet. We'll run this down. We are currently at 9 members in Draw3 for our team. We're not looking to really expand right now, but if you do want to have a chance at joining the team or have interest, remember, just DM me and we will talk about it and reach out. Don't be afraid. Nobody will get denied straight up front. I'm always here to hear players out and have them talk to me. How to bet life savings on Ming. Div on blue JJK. I'm pretty sure Div is on blue JJK. We will double check here and see if I'm right. If you want to bet your life savings on Ming, my PayPal, I will let you know. Can I be on the team? Moonrose, you're already on the team. You just didn't get picked by the wheel to play in this event. This can either be the end, the wheel hates you, and the wheel decides all. This can either be the last game of the night, or this will be Div holding on for his team and making it go down to our 2 anchors, being Div versus Anto. I know Anto should have gotten off work recently soon, so he will get off work and then be ready to come play. If he is not ready, we will postpone the final match and let it go live once Anto is around. Ming isn't losing, to be honest. You see his judge rulings top tier. And Ming comes to me about rulings, so it's all good. I believe in Ming. Ming is our boy. Hey, but we have a Gone this time, so if we see the Gone, we'll be chilling. We already have the Gone raid ready then. Let's see if I was right about Div. Is he on the blue JJK in the Pikachu sleeves? Or is he on the Code Geass? Because I see Code Geass AP. 100%? I don't know. Let's see. That is blue, yellow Demon Slayer. This is siblings? Okay. He is going to try and rush Ming down. We are on siblings. This is not something I thought Div would bring today. I thought it would be blue JJK. So this is interesting. I'm trying to think back to everything we played today. Oh, green, yellow, and ours is red, green. And I'll leave the last one just in case. I'm going to put the Nezuko up because she doesn't get to see a lot. Usually everybody puts up the Tanjiro for twins. So here we go. 15 minutes till JoJo release announcement. Keep in mind, we will stay live because we are going to have a community watch party in the Discord here. Well, it won't be live, but in the Discord, we'll have a community watch party for the announcements of the next 2 IPs that are going to get released in America. So if you guys want to come to the Draw3 Discord, you guys can come see it. So make sure you come swing by if you want to come watch with us. We're AP extending early. It looks like Div is just going to put the pressure on out the gate and say, hey, I have it. And the Tanjiro already? He said, buddy, problem misplay against Kurapika. We'll see. I don't know. This is going to be an intense game right now. Play the one Nezuko up front. And start a combat. Probably switch with the Nezuko that's in the back. Unless he just wants to like hold it for like a really explosive turn coming out from Div here. Nope, we're just gonna hold it. 4K. And it is that Kurapika. Just going to hand. Alright, let's see if Ming can have an explosive turn in return to Div. Remember, Div is the final hope for his team here. Oh, no! No! My Discord disconnected me. Keep going. Alright, we're back. Discord being silly. We're back. I promise everybody. We're back. I went to check on our status of Anto and making sure he's still around. Or he's going to be around. And my Discord said, nope. Who was that handsome lady you had as a background? Oh, that was Fei Xiao from Honkai Star Rail. It's my favorite female character from Honkai Star Rail. The one character that eluded me. Because I didn't play the game during that, and now I'm a little upset. Because I'm like a collector in gacha games. I try to get everything. A big push coming out from Div here. He says, I need a... Oh, no, never mind. He goes, Nope. We're deciding here. Do we need 3 energy or 2? 3 energy or 2? 3 or 2? 3 or 2? Make our mind. 2. We only need 2 energy where we're going. Boom. Obanai. Boom. What else? And Tengen. I almost said, who is that? And then it clicked in my head. Swing in the 4K. And it's a gone. Get trigger. We just keep getting all the get triggers out of Ming's life. Swing. We'll block with the 4K. Swing. We'll take. Man, all the get triggers. Get Kurapika. Get Gons. It is. Add everything to your hand, Ming. You're going to have a big grip here in a bit. I think that's another get gone, but Ming said, you can go to trash. I don't need more cards in my hand. Please stop coming. Poor Ming. 3 get triggers, and they're all just like, nope, I don't need any more. Go away. Seems we have a lot going on between both players here. It's just going to really have to see how it boils down, because Div's low on cards in hands. I think it's 2, maybe 3. It might be just 2. Yeah, it's just 2. 2 cards in hand. So really, if we answer this board, Div might be in a bad situation. We answer this Tanjiro. I don't see any other 4Ks coming out. There's a Hisoka. I'm a little blind. Oh, Emperor time. Yeah, so we're just going to take the Tanjiro out here. And then kind of be like, Div, show us multiple 4Ks. Oh, it's a raid gone. That's just a vanilla, so it's another 4K body. Yep, look at the card on top. Because since we do have the Emperor time here, and on swing, we get to look, and if we bottom it, then we're drawing a different card, or we can keep on top and draw that card. And then he's going to draw for the Emperor time. Boom. And then 1 damage. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never mind. He does not have 6 energy. He does not have impact. Alright, Div's probably going to AP draw here, because I don't think he really has many 4K bodies left, unless those were like the last 2 cards in his hand, because you can remember he had 2 cards in hand. Now he drew his third. So we have 3 unknown. He draws here. He goes up to 4 probably. Div rocking those gold AP. 3 cards, 3 AP. Yeah. I hope we get AP like this. We will get our first like special AP at Gen Con. We will get to see those. So really interested to see what those are. Definitely going to be getting a playset for myself, hopefully, because I will be playing at Gen Con. I hope to see a lot of you there. A lot of us Draw3 members are going to be there. I know the Haven members are also going to be there as well. So definitely, if you guys can come to Gen Con, come on down, record some games with us, come play with us, enjoy our time at Gen Con. Love to meet the community in person. We will have Draw3 dice to like have little giveaways and stuff like that, where if you play a D3 member, you can get a dice and so on and so forth. Imagine coming from Canada, just a brick. Let's hope not. I don't want to wish the worst on our players. There's the Nezuko raid. We do have a Tanjiro, and we do have the special as well. So we are going to kill a body here. Probably going to kill the Kurapika, because that's the things that can get the... Oh, no. He wants to take the force block off, because that is limiting the thing. So that should be all 3 cards out of his hand. So it was the Tanjiro raid as a vanilla, a Nezuko raid, and then the special. So Div is hellbent, as I like to say. The magic term, if you guys don't know. He has no cards in hand. So if Ming is able to come back from this, Div will be in a terrible spot. Because he will be in top deck mode and at the mercy of what his life and the top of his deck gives him. This is like why some people kind of say, Div, do not untap your AP. Your AP is tapped, sir. But this is why people kind of say that Demon Slayer is one of the better switch decks, because it switches on attack rather than when the attack resolves. Because if this was like Sonic or Kurapika, if the Nezuko died here, you would not get to switch. But we still have 2 4K bodies, so we just block the little ones. Is a draw trigger, and then all right, here we go again. Remember, Div is at the mercy here, and Ming has 2 4Ks, and if he sees the right energy, or if he just pushes up the 2-cost Kurapika, gives that Emperor time, that will have impact. But I think at this point we don't really want his life yet. We want to just eat his board away. So we get rid of the Nezuko right here, so stops some switching, stops the extra attacks. And we just want to get 4 bodies on board, and 4 bigger bodies, preferably. If we can get 4 4Ks on our front line, our opponent is forced to see his raids, or forced to see the buffers that buff when they switch. Because if he doesn't see it, then Ming just kind of gets to eat away at his board every turn until Div draws an out. And Div does confirm with Ming that, hey, I have no cards in hand, so the floor is yours. Looks like a Netero on the back. Looks like a Hisoka in the front. Yes. And then we are going to give snipe to that one Kurapika that gets the impact when he's big enough. And we're probably taking out the Nezuko here. Yep. Goodbye, Nezuko. I will draw this card. Take a damage, sir. Here's a final. That's not going to help Div out in the slightest. Another 4K here. Look at the top. And I'm pretty sure this has impact. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. It does not have impact. This is a non-impacting card. Looks like Div's just going to take it. Div needs resources. That is a draw trigger. So Div has 1 unknown card and then another 4K. Div, it's getting a little dicey here. You don't want to go too low. Multiple we haven't seen any Kurapika raids. And a Gon raid can buff this Kurapika, so it could have impact next turn. And then a color trigger, so he is going to stun something. I think. No, that's not the color trigger. I think it's active, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the active trigger. Alright, so we went to 2 cards in hand, then we're AP drawing. We're at 3 cards, so 2 AP, 3 cards in hand, 3 unknown. Coming from Div. Does Div have it here? He steps back, moves forward. So we have at least 1 4K body. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Is that the 35 Tundra? No, that's a 4K Tundra that gains 500 the turn is played. And impact. Looks like we did find a Nezuko Ray. Well, the Tundra getting us the Nezuko, so we are back in this game on Div's side of things. Div just showing that he is still here and still didn't run out of steam. Got saved by the couple draws. I don't know if it was the first draw or the AP draw, but I think the draw trigger is kind of what got him there, because without the draw trigger, you would have been 1 less card away. So, looks like Ming is like, I gotta take 1. And it is active. So, we get to block 1 4K. We lose another body. Yeah. 3, 4, 4, and then he's going to have another 3. So you block the 2 3s, the 2 4s. You block 1 with this buffed up body. So yeah, we're going to lose 1 body. I think we just lose the little curve. Actually, right now, if we... Because we have 2 Kurapikas that can get snipe here, right? We have the one that if we buff gets snipe. We have the one that if we have 6 or more energy has snipe. Or not snipe, but impact. So that's 2 impacts. So we just, oh, never mind. I'm just, maybe we have all the 7 drops in hand. And looks like Div is just going to pass. So we're at 2, 4, 5, 6 energy. So we sadly do not have 7 for Kurapika. But if we can push up little Kurapika here, right? Play a 2 energy Kurapika. And then raid on the 1 energy Kurapika. And then raid on the one we put there. No, because then we 1 energy short of impact on the 1 Kurapika up front. But I think that's still, we eat 2 bodies, deal 2 damage. Do we have it? Double energy. Yeah, there we go. Double energy Kurapika. 7 drop up front. Yep. And 7 drop in the back now. And the Gone raid. And he's just going to buff the board. Oh, no, he is going to push it up. He says, I want it up front. Buff the board by 1,000. So everybody is big this turn. I'm from Canada and I brick all the time. Yeah, we have a lot of players. The Haven players, T-Mac. We have Yes Jess. Like, we have a lot of players coming from Canada. And I'm actually, like, sadly, I wish, like, sometimes I wish I was in Canada. It seems like you guys have a bigger UA scene. Like, there's a lot of things going on by, like, Red Ride and stuff like that. It'd be really cool to do it. It's just the travel from where I'm at in the States to Canada would be a lot. We are at 6 energy, so this does have impact. I'm not sure. Does this Gone have impact? And I can't remember. No one plays this card. Yep, and then even if you raid this Kurapika is going to snipe another card. I think Ming is going to bring it home for us for the Draw3 team here. Hey, look at this Gone. No. Oh, this is the Star Deck one. Yeah, the Star Deck one has impact. Yeah. And it is not a final. And that is going to be a wraps, ladies and gentlemen. Huge shout out to Haven for this first team battle that we are ever running. Remember, if you guys do have a team or if you want to do something like this, you will see us do it more often. You'll probably see Haven and us run it back with more members because, like I said, Draw3 we have more team members and it gives Haven a chance to redeem themselves when new IPs come out. But as of right now, we get to say that Draw3 is the better team as 3 of our members did take down Haven. They did put up a great fight. I do want to thank Div, Blank, and Aether for showing up today and playing. Sadly, Aether didn't get to show off his deck more, but Div and really Blanc really got to show off his deck and show that Green Code Gias is still like a deck that like can put that pressure up, and if they see the right sequence of cards, is a threat for us today. So hopefully everything goes right and goes well. I don't want to pivot over me today. I don't look that great, so I won't show you guys my face. Blanc is animal. Yes, he did do very good. Didn't block his Soko with an impact on board. Sag, top tier. But I want to thank everybody who came out. Remember, check out Haven's event on the 7th. Check out our event, not this Saturday, but next weekend. It is going to be our case event. We will be streaming it again. So make sure you tune in. If you haven't signed up, please come sign up. It's only $15 entry plus tax or whatever. You get, if we get up to 64 players, it will be a full case. It is a sealed case of SAO, so there will be a 2-star that is given away and a foil AP if we do open up that case. So it will be really great to see everybody come and play. Now, in about, I'm stressed watching this like 5 o'clock. You're fine, Anta. You're fine. We did end up clutching it out in about 30 minutes in the Draw3 community Discord at discord.gg/Draw3. We will be doing a community watch party to watch the new products coming out and the new titles that will be coming to UA. So if that is something you would like to come see, come on down to the Draw3 community Discord and then come watch it with us. I'll be hosting the stream live from one of the voice channels. It'd be great to see everybody there. Until next time, this is Vocals with the Draw3 team signing off. I hope to see you guys in the Discord. You guys have a wonderful day.